And then when they reply back and be like, yeah, everything's the same. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is update your profile, but I need to update the credit report. Do you need to pull credit report, or you guys don't care about credit?
We do need full credit report.
Okay, cool. So you need the consent to pull credit report, right? Okay. So the email is like, okay, since I have all your information, I'm going to go ahead and update the details, and I'm going to send your report to this email address. I need to update the credit report and file. Do I have your permission to update it? So that's your way of staying compliant and getting the okay to pull credit, right?
Okay.
And every single time they're going to say, yeah. I say, okay, good. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare the information. Once I have it ready, I'm going to call you before I send it out. When will you be in front of a home computer or a tablet to give consent so I could send it? And they're going to reply back and say, you know, I'll be available, or I could do it at 6 o'clock, right? And here's the key thing is that you have to do this, is that you got to say, you know, I see that you're married. When will your spouse be available to give consent? Even if they're not on the loan, right? They're going to say, oh, they're not on the loan. Yeah, but they're on title. So I have to get their consent. Get it? That's very, very important, because they're going to reply back and say, yeah, my wife's probably available at 6 o'clock. Then that becomes the time to give them a call. Right? But you don't say, okay, I'll call you at 6 o'clock. You reply back and say, okay, let me go ahead and get to work on it. I should have it out in a few minutes. If I have any questions, I'll call you. And so what happens is, now that you know that both of them are available at 6 o'clock, you actually don't start working on the file until about 5:30. And that's very, very important, man. Because I can't tell you how many LOs work on a file and then pitch it right away, but the prospect isn't in a position to make a decision to commit to you. A lot of LOs will prep it, even though they don't need to pitch it for 2 to 3 hours, right? So they'll prep it, put it to the side. Now, the reason why you don't want to start working on the file to prep the pitch until about 15 minutes, 30 minutes before, is because it needs to be fresh in your mind too, right? Because with Mr. Cooper, or a lot of people watching, you could have 10 conversations before you pitch that deal. You need to be fresh in that deal. Like, it's the only deal that you worked on, right?
Connected to SalesRemastered.